Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Test, 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 testing. Testing, testing, 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 testing. Gonna wait for people to show up. Hey guys. Oh, hey Evan. We're back. I'm not sure what happened. I'm looking at it now. Like I thought my I'm not sure what happened. It was weird. I'm just looking still at YouTube. I thought that maybe I lost live stream privileges for some reason. So I was just looking at my channel status. I'm just giving it a look right now. Just give me a quick second. I didn't find anything weird on anything so far. Oh, guys, did you know that YouTube had a feature that tells you which of your videos are being uploaded by other channels? That's cool. That's really neat. Oh, that's neat. But yeah, no. It seems like that was just a weird glitch. Doesn't seem like there's really anything else going on here. Can't say I fully understand what happened though. Anyway. Whew, okay. Okay, well, we're back. So I ultimately just decided to just go ahead and use Eternatus. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, that's an Albedo. Hello, Albedo. But yeah, no, that was weird. Anyway, at what point did the previous stream cut off? Because it was kind of hard to see from my angle. Like I think I noticed like a minute after it happened. And then I had to like scramble to see if like something weird was going on with YouTube. Do we have a lot of... Oh, cool. All right. Do. Oh, that's great, Alberto. Yeah, Overlord's pretty good. Cragsire's getting desperate. Great. I'm just still looking through my channel just to see if there's anything else that occurred. It doesn't seem like there is. Anyway, I think we were talking about AI or whatnot at some point. My thoughts on the matter are just I can't wait. I can't wait for AI to become better. We've seen what artificial dungeon can do. I can't wait for it to become something that's good with images and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, no. Can't spot... Oh, hey, Teandre. Hey, Sarge. Yeah, I can't spot anything else that's particularly weird. I'd rather have the holodeck, Vance says. The holo... Yeah. Well, like... Oh, is that true? That's... Well... You're good company, because I'm sure a good chunk of the people that are in the chat would also recognize Albedo. But okay, I feel like if we're getting a holodeck, I feel like you need the AI first before you have the holodeck. I think like you ultimately need an AI to like you would need an AI to be able to tell you how to, or how the holodeck's materials interact with you or something like that. I think you still need AI. It's a step-by-step process. Yes, I agree. I agree. It'll be unfortunate if society gets reset to 0 right before the holodeck gets made. But no, man, like, back when I was in high school, though, this is just like an aside. Back when I was in high school, my family was friends with like this hardcore venture capitalist. Like he's a super rich man, And so this would have been like in 2009, and he was just telling me about like how he was investing in some hologram technology that he had seen. And so the way the hologram technology worked is like every pixel contained the data for the entire image. And honestly, he wasn't a tech guy, so I'm sure like that's not exactly what it was. But it was interesting to hear about. It was interesting, like the idea of like, why would a hologram need the data for what the entire... Okay, like why would one unit of a hologram need to know the entirety of the hologram's data? But I think it makes sense if you consider like maybe it needed it because it needed to know how to like warp itself. But it was interesting to hear about. Just oh hey Jacko. Oh Tiandra, they're talking about the one from Overlord. Oh yeah, they already put the comment up. They already answered. Hey Prower, thanks. Thanks for being back. Why am I catching a Quagsire? Oh, because I can. Like, one thing for sure is with the raid battles not having the little Pokeball indicator, I never know if I have a Pokemon or not. And I've realized I have a habit of just catching everything I don't have that doesn't have a Pokeball on it. So it's good to know that Pokemon's trained me. So no zombies in New Zealand? Nice. Skelly, are you guys under control there now officially? Imagine if Pokemon turned to zombies. Oh man, Attack of the Zombie Pokemon? That'd be great. I mean, we already had like Attack of the Revived Pokemon and Attack of the Giant Pokemon. I think Zombie Pokemon would just be a natural escalation. Alright, so... I'm pretty sure the one that's over here I already got. Yeah, okay, so I already have that one. So we'll move on. What is the next one? There is one by the beach. Near the Slowpokes. Seems like it would be right around here, so I must have already gotten it as well. Man, hunting for these Diglets is gonna be the killer. There's one by a tree somewhere. Okay. There's one in the garden patch. Already got that one. There's one hiding. Oh, there's one right here. Nice. Great, got another one. And then, so there's a spot where you can see that little islet. And then it's hiding over here? No, no. It's, there's a rock formation and a tree. And it's hiding between the rock formation and the tree. It must be over there. I wonder if I already found this one. I hope not. Shoot, I did already find it. Oh, I'm just too good of a searcher. I'm too good of a searcher. Trip, what's your favorite Pokemon for this game? Mine is Scorbunny. My favorite Pokemon for this game? Let me just very quickly look. There's one by a tree. Yeah, I know, Will. Let's see, for this game. Where's my legends? There's only a handful that I was actually like really wanting to go after. Another one. So does it seem like ReZero got a boost in the animation quality to anyone else? Really? Yeah, Alberto, I like these kind of streams too. In terms of animation quality boost, I didn't see it. Like I thought it was like the art quality had gone down a little bit, but maybe the animation was pretty good in like because the art quality went down. But I thought like the art looked a little bit flatter. I mean, the animation didn't make me think at any point that it was bad or anything like that, so that might be a good sign. Like when I was looking at it, I was just ready to expect Corona to be affecting some of the production. Yeah, Jacko, like I was seeing the episode, I was like, I need to rewatch this too. I need to go back to the beginning just to make sure I don't forget anything. You know, in concept, you know what, Grookey. I really like Grookey. I liked Grookey a lot. It was my starter. I don't know where it is right now. It's probably somewhere in my box, but I don't know. But in terms of other Pokemon designs, I liked the Runerigus. I like that one. But I don't think I had any like really hardcore favorites going into this one. Yeah, not that I can recall. I mean, the fossils are cool in concept. Okay. I think... How many... I have a lot left to find in the Field of Honor is the problem. But I also want to do the raids. So let's just go do the raids. If I run into anything on the way there... Oh, great! Run into one. Alright, great. This is the tree that I couldn't identify. Okay, so we need 5 more Diglets. Excellent. There's one by a cave. I think the cave's over here. Right? It's over there? That'd be the cave? So... Oh, I wish I could see better. Okay, nothing over here. Oh, so what's going on? Oh, that's just, okay, great. Oh, hey, Blurry. That's a buffalo. Got nicked by the buffalo's horns. Okay, so Albedo said favorite would be Urushifu. Oh, okay. And Tiandra likes Dragapult. I dislike most of the designs, to be honest. I don't dislike any particular design, but like, you know, like they don't inspire me to be any kind of... They don't inspire me, right? They don't inspire me to be a better person. They don't inspire me to like them a lot. They don't inspire me to wish I was an artist or anything like that. I mean, like Scizor inspires me to like wish I could be an artist, just so I could like make a cool image of a Scizor, because that'd be cool. But yeah, really, like the majority of my favorite designs are in Gen 1 and Gen 2. Nope, just go with Dio. Do. Oh, Blurry, you almost caught up with One Piece. You're in the Wano arc. Now I'm gonna watch the anime slowly. Man, that anime, oh man. The good thing about the anime, Blurry, is that sometimes they add in filler content that feels organic. You know, ultimately it's just there to like delay things, but it is nice. I hope you enjoy the anime. Jacko said, Pikachu in the anime greater than super strong. Pikachu in the game is like, why? Well, they did try to make Pikachu more viable with like that whole light ball shenanigan, right? And like, is Evolite Pikachu viable? Actually, maybe not. Albedo, my favorite Pokemon overall would be Lucario. That's fair. Jacko says, Ash's age is so confusing. Man, just assume it to be eternally 10, right? It's the same with the Simpsons. We don't question it. We know that there's clear progression in Ash's life because he is accumulating all these gym badges, but we're not going to apply real world logic. We should just assume that an average year in the Pokemon world is like, I don't know, 5,000 days. Vance said, I'm really enjoying how brutal Misfit of Demon King is. Yeah, like, well, well, okay, here's my question, Vance. It's brutal, right? Oh, wait, episode 2 hasn't come out yet, right? Has episode 2 already come out? Let me just check here real quick. I know you guys are going to answer by the time that I find the answer as well. So just know that's going to happen. Misfit of Demon King Academy is... Oh, 2 days. Okay, it comes out in 2 days. Excellent. Okay. Check. Thank you guys. Oh, got a message. Okay. Nothing important. So going back to brutal, like, yeah, it's brutal, but like at the end of the day, does it matter if it's brutal if no one's recognizing the brutality and also everyone's getting revived? Like, it's just brutality for the sake of brutality, right? Doesn't really impress me, especially not with how dumb everyone else seems. Like, what's the point of being brutal if no one's gonna really properly react to it? It's my opinion. Blurry said favorite Pokemon are... Volcarona, and the Ice Bug. Oh, so you like the moths? Okay, Blurry. I didn't realize you would have. You're the type that would like the moths. Cool. Will's like, nah, Ash is immortal. Man, like, one of the writers for the first season of Pokemon, he wanted, like, Ash to just wake up one day as an old man, and, like, the next shot would have been him going to sleep and waking up again to go find his Pokemon or whatnot. Like, that would have been such a hardcore ending to the anime had that guy got in his way. Ash had one Christmas in Kanto and one in Johto. Then he never had Christmas since then. Yeah, because they realized the problems. That's funny because Kanto and Johto was when the guy that I just referred to still had power. If I recall correctly, this guy that was in the Pokemon anime, he had power up till the 3rd movie. So the movie with Entei. So he was in control up to the 3rd movie, and he was pushing things into a more realistic place. I have to reread that article again. But it's interesting to hear about, like, early thoughts for Pokemon. Oh, Blurry said I read the manga, not the anime, but it's hype. Okay. MC doesn't pull any punches. Jack was like, yo, Mew was cool. Yeah. Prower said my favorite type is Dark, while my favorite Pokemon is Blaziken. Oh, okay. Prower, why do you like the Dark type? It's just the aesthetics? MC makes jokes and no one laughed like they did 2,000 years ago. A new meme was born. Yo, but that's like the best gimmick ever. Like, I don't know. I was laughing on all his jokes. I'm like, oh yeah, man, they don't get it. They don't get you, man. They don't get you. I was totally on the MC's side on all those jokes. I thought they were really funny. So that really made me like. I think the MC's written really nicely, but everyone else, again, the world just seems stupid, and I think that might be on purpose. But like for some of it, it does feel like they're just doing it for the sake of creating a misfit plot, and I honestly don't think the misfit plot works here. You just can't. I just think you just can't have someone murdering someone in the first episode and then call that guy a misfit. Unless you like specifically explain why he's a misfit by proper standards, in my opinion. Blurry said, I hate moths, but Pokemon moths are great. I want more and call them the elemental moth Pokemon. Well, you have Venomoth, right? Like, I know it's pretty basic, but there is that one. Oh, excellent. This is Hop's signature Pokemon. Tianju said favorite Pokemon is Superior and Pidgeot. Oh, okay. Nice ones. Nice ones. Pidgeot's really cool. Like, I know it's like pretty basic in the grand scheme of things, but I have a soft place in my heart for Pidgeot. You know, in some art, Pidgeot looks a lot chubbier than I thought it would be. Like, in my memories, I always thought Pidgeot was sleeker, but whenever I see it, like, in an official picture, it looks thicker than I thought it would be. Just, I guess that's just how memory degrades over time. Albedo, favorite anime is BNA. Favorite Pokemon for random trainer is Gengar. John said Judge Dredd is the only fictional character to age in real time. Oh, Animamus, yeah, thank you, yeah. The guy you're talking about, the channel Loxton and G-Noggin did a video on them. Head writer, right? Apparently he took drugs before writing Pokemon. Yes. He was on, I think, like an Adderall equivalent. He was on an upper, and he was drinking heavily. So he was mixing two drugs in particular, so alcohol and that other one. But yeah, he was like, I don't know how writing for a children's anime puts you to the point that you feel you need to like be drinking to get all your ideas settled. But it was really unfortunate just hearing that he had so many ideas and the drugs were the only way he felt like he could get them out on paper. Like, can you imagine like having so much thoughts going on in your head that you need alcohol so you can just focus on one thought? That's kind of intense. And then when you think about the fact that it's Pokemon, it's like shit. But you can definitely see his influence in the first 3 movies, and then when you look at every other movie beyond the first 3, it's like the 3rd movie was pretty messed up, right? Like the 3rd movie was weird in terms of what was going on with all the unknowns and all of that kind of stuff. And then the 2nd movie, I feel like of the first three, I think the second movie might be the nicest one in terms of just like what was going on, because like Mewtwo's story is it's pretty dark, especially when you know about this situation with the clone. Like there was like a cloned human girl at some point, or like there was an initial idea for the first movie that had some really dark implications and tried to explain or justify more why Fuji was doing stuff. But Mewtwo's friend would have been a human clone girl. And that's kind of concerning to think about. Because I don't think the clone girl had a good ending in that first bit. Animema said, my favorite is Mew. Random Trainer X, you are the man behind the slaughter. Blurry said we got 3 so far, now we need more. My favorite Pokemon is the Gen 5 Rock one. Oh yeah. I like that one. It reminds me a lot of Ben 10's Diamond Head for some reason. It might be the shapes. But it's... I think I have it in the Pokedex. Is it Rock and... wait, is it the first evolution Skelly or like the last? Like Rock and Rolla? Actually, you might have already answered. Tiandra said my favorite type is grass because too many people disrespect Bulbasaur, which was my original choice. I love Bulbasaur. My first Pokemon ever was Squirtle, but over time I just like went towards Bulbasaur more. Power said I almost always pick Charmander, not because it's my favorite, but due to the limited amount of fire types available in Gen 1. That's true. Blurry says, Trip, you gonna do my teenage romantic comedy snafu reviews? Unfortunately, no, because I would need to binge watch the first seasons, and I don't have time to binge watch. Because in terms of binge watching, I still need to finish. Cities of Gold. So that's the only reason. I mean, I think once my legal stuff is sorted, I'll have more time again. And once I got all my situations sorted, like I've been in a saga since February, just dealing with my paperworks. So hopefully it'll be over soon, and then I can put more time back to YouTube. Well, since Ash is immortalized to be a 10, I guess X, Y, and XYZ are not canon. Trip was in the movie, just not in the English version because of 4Kids. Oh, Prower, thank you. I didn't realize. Thank you. Thank you, Prower. Albedo, my favorite type is electric because water types are really annoying. Gigalith. Ah, yeah, Gigalith is the one. The human Claw Girl was in the Japanese version. The English dub cut that part out, then eventually turned that part into a short for the dub. Man, guys, thank you for that information. Like, I only found out about that like recently, so it's cool to know. All of them, but Rock and Rolla was the best. Bulbasaur was the best. Team Bulbasaur. Yep. Yeah, I realized in the dub they didn't show her, and I was mad. The clone was in the mind of Fiji's daughter, who died early in childhood and became bringing her back to life, and figured cloning would be the best method. Thank you, Prower. Hey Trip, would you ever play an MMO with chat? I mean, like I played games with Prower and Skelly before. Like we played Smash. Like I wouldn't have a problem playing an MMO if it was like a fun MMO that we could all like not get angry at each other with, kind of thing, right? As long as we're not getting angry at each other, that'd be totally fine. But Prower, again, I just want to say thank you for filling us in on that information. Really appreciated that, Prower. And of course, there was someone else who also said it, Animamus. Thank you for filling in that information. So definitely darker, right? Like we would agree, like definitely darker. Oh, Diglett. Fun. MMO, pick one. MMO, there's Poke 1. But on the note of that head writer guy died, right? Like I'm pretty sure he went down. I'm pretty sure he had like something related to drugs being his downfall. I'm not sure if he overdosed, but I do know that he had health complications as well. So I'm not sure if it was the health complication that took him out, or if it was the drugs that he took to deal with the health complication that took him out. I don't recall the article very well. Laponi, whatever her name is. There's one over there. There's probably a bunch in the forest too. And there's a lights over there, so I definitely want to go see what's over there. Gotta keep an eye out for any Diglets. Oh, Pikachu! Let's see. Okay, so where you know, like playing this like really makes me want to play Breath of the Wild again. Like just because Breath of the Wild, I there's a lot of fun to be had just going to landscapes. Oh, maybe I should. Maybe I should. That would be nice. Breath of the Wild would be fun again. Probably start a new game on it, and then just do my best. Oh, come on. Just let me pick that up. Oh, Diglett! Nice. I like that we're finding Diglets. I like that I'm not just wasting time here. There's 6 more Diglets in the forest. Okay. 6 more digs in the forest. Gotta keep an eye out. Gotta keep an eye out. Yeah, but I also need to go towards the light. There's a gold duck. I'm glad that Masuda got his favorite Pokemon into this thing. Or I guess his favorite Psyduck or whatever. But still, good for him. Good that he finally got his favorite in. I'm gonna read you guys' comments in a second here real quick. Taking out the Onyx. Gonna get some Armorite ore. Let's see. The Mewtwo origin is called The Uncut Story of Mewtwo's Origin. SAO MMO. Thoughts on Decadence? I still need to watch it. Random. What did you think about it? Because like I know it's an original project, so I'm not 100% motivated to watch it. But did you think it was good so far? It is on my radar because it looks like one of the better shows for the season. But let me know what your thoughts. Blurry said, I chose Bulbasaur because I got Pokemon Green version. I did play Yellow before, but I had all 3 but liked Bulbasaur more because I liked frogs at the time. Okay, I'm assuming he meant Leaf Green because Power pointed out it was a Japanese thing. Ah, Leaf Green, yeah. Breath of the Wild streams were fun. Yeah, I think it's just like Breath of the Wild was good. It makes me feel like so you can't be why not travel on foot so you can't be distracted by the bike sparkles Skelly knows. Oh, Jacko points out you haven't talked about My Hero Academia for a whole stream. Bike sparkles for life. I do sometimes mistake the bike sparkle trail for items. I do too. My eyes are also really bad for the sparkles in particular. Like my eyes have a bit of a struggle with them. But yeah, I like the sparkles. They make me feel fast. But yeah, we haven't talked about My Hero Academia in great amount. Sarge, why is it that Hero Academia isn't coming? Is it like, was that a proper break that they were getting, or is it because of something related to COVID? Or anyone else that knows, feel free to answer. Like, I'm just going back to look at 277 here. It's just unfortunate. I'm really excited. I really wanted to see what was going to happen next. Oh, Alberto said, my favorite character is Himiko Toga. Gotta go fast. Trainer X said, so far it's good. The MC wants to join one class in their society, but so far hasn't been accepted. The weird thing about it is that people are comparing it to Attack on Titan. I really don't see it. It's probably just because there's like giants involved, right? Or like some kind of giant thing is involved. Like, because when I first saw it, I thought, oh, people are going to compare this to Attack on Titan. So let me just look at the synopsis here real quick. So the synopsis says, many years have passed since humanity was driven to the brink of extinction by a sudden emergence of a known life form called Gadol, or Gadol. Those humans that survived now dwell in a 3,000 meter high mobile fortress, Decadence, built to protect themselves from the Gadol threat. Denizens of Decadence fall into two categories, the Gears and the Tankers. One day, Natsume, a tanker girl who dreams to become a gear, meets some other guy, an armor repairman. The chance meeting between the two seemingly opposite. The girl with a positive attitude who never gives up on her dreams, and the realist who has given up, will eventually shake the future course of this world. So from that quick description, what I'm thinking there, right? Like the society hiding itself in a civilization, and the fact that they're under threat by an unknown organism, I think that's probably where the similarities to Attack on Titan start and end. I don't think there's many more beyond that. Oh, thanks, Alberto. Good night. Not really sure. It was pretty sudden. Oh, okay. Yeah, and like I was looking at that too, John. It did say, like the chapter did say like next chapter was coming out in July 12th, but you know, whatever comes up after that takes precedence. Twitter, Viz. There we go. Viz Media. I'm assuming like the mention was on Twitter or something. I'm assuming that's where the news came from. Well, that's unfortunate, though. Oh, I forget. I have to still read Act Age. I recently just saw one of the Act Age chapters, and it does look pretty dramatic. That's unfortunate. Like, if Hero Academia is not coming out this week, that means it's a week without both One Piece and Hero Academia. Twizzler plus Twitter, Twitler. Yeah. I like raids because I don't have to think too much. It makes me happy. Oh hey, Black Fox. Black Fox, wait. Wait. Jacko said the Deku actor had something happen to him, I think. Oh, shit. Black Fox says, I think I may watch for 5 episodes. Wait for 5 episodes to watch it. Gotcha. I saw it was... Oh, jeez. You know, I don't have that much problems with Martin and his Soul Rock. Like, he's... in my opinion, the NPCs just increase the difficulty of the fight, right? That's all they're there really to do. They're just there to make things more difficult. So every time I win in spite of the NPCs' suicidal actions, I feel pretty good, you know? Because it feels like I have a pretty good handle on random chance. And it just feels good. It's just a feel-good situation. There's probably Diglets up here. Oh, excellent. There is a Diglett up here. Man, these guys travel far. Oh, Animamus said, haven't heard of anything happening to Deku's actor. I heard some weirdo on Twitter calling Deku a pedo because he saved Kota and Eri. God forbid, guys. All right, I guess that's the big indication. I guess you can't save kids, otherwise you're a pedophile. That's great to know. That's great to know. I see that we are just going to go back to the Middle Ages when it comes to child mortality. Okay, excellent. That's dumb. Although there's a lot of weird things on Twitter in general, right? And of course, I'm not saying like anyone here on the chat that uses Twitter is weird. I'm saying like with all social media platforms, you dig far enough and you're going to find some really weird opinions. Like for instance, pouring pouring your cereal before you pour your milk, that's insane. It's milk first, then cereal. Duh. Man, people. 1 second, guys. I'm just like looking to see if I'm missing anything here. And then Skelly has said, silly Twitter, that's media who's the pedophile. Oh, the Bakugo VA was caught leaving a love hotel with a young woman. He's a married 50-something. Okay. Well, infidelity. Alright. The person who made that claim about Izuku was a troll. I'm sure they were, Prower. I'm sure they were. Okay, so I finally found someone. So My Hero Academia is currently okay. Blah 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 blah. I found an article about it. Oh God, no! I don't want to disable my ad blocker. Jeez. Okay. The release date of Chapter 278 was updated on the Manga Plus website, and it will be released on July 19th instead of 12th. The manga will apparently go on a 1-week break. Twitter account of Weekly Shonen Jump posted a tweet announcing the break. My Hero Academia's Chapter 278 appears to have changed the schedule for July 19th instead of July 12th, meaning the series could suddenly experience a break this week and resume the following one. Nothing is certain yet, so we'll just have to wait until more information is given. Isn't that kind of odd? Wait, isn't that kind of odd? Like, that the Shonen Jump Twitter handle itself doesn't know? That's kind of odd. Trip, I'm going to have to give you an L for that one. You must have hit your head to pour milk before cereal. How can someone do cereal first? Madness. Thank you, Skelly. The milk is the more important thing. Oh, no, I actually really like this. I really like this whole milk debate. The one time that I've done this in front of my roommates a ton, and every time they would call me a savage. And it's like, guys, it all ends up in the same place. Like, who cares, right? It's all gonna end up in my belly. Who cares what goes first? I can't taste things anyway, so let me live my life. That's, of course, a lie I can taste, but that was a joke. But yeah, man. I find it funny. One day there will be a video made of just things that get people annoyed, and one of them is going to be me pouring my milk and then my cereal. And I'm going to do it proud with a nice grin on my face. No one's going to shame me to change my ways. Why do that, Trip? Jeez, guys. Random, if you're asking specifically why make a video of things people would hate, oh no, it's just because eventually, like, eventually it'll just need to happen. Just as a funny shit post. Power said, I don't have milk with my cereal. I hate soggy cereal. Okay, and that's different. That's different, Prower. That's different. But you know what, Prower? I respect your right to have cereal by itself. I think... Yeah, I respect your... you have the right. Prower said, it could be worse. When Jump first came out, there was dialogue between Piccolo and Izuku, in which Izuku thought he was a villain, and several people... jokingly claimed that he was racist on Twitter for that. However, CBR saw them and thought they were legitimate claims and put it all in an article. Oh, CBR. Oh, I love gossip. I love gossip rags, man. Gossip rags are just the best when it just comes to the insanity that they produce. Oh, nice. Come over here, you stupid thing. Okay, let's catch this thing. Um, this thing has Final Resort or something like that. So we're gonna try and like Thunder Wave it. Hopefully, okay, good. It's using Recover. It's great to know it's faster than me. I mean, Alcelgor is. Oh, excellent! It has Hydration. Okay, well that changes things. Hydration's. I didn't know it had Hydration. Why does it have Hydration? Bakugo's Japanese VA is 34. Oh. The only reason I put milk first is because I want to know how much I'm eating and how much milk is needed. I don't want to overeat. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much why I do it. Like, for me, the milk is clearly the more important part. So I pour the milk in first, and then I know how much cereal I can put in, and I know how much cereal in proportion to the milk there is. That's as bad as pouring Reese's Cup Pieces with M&Ms and Skittles in the same bowl. Huh. Oh, okay. Wow. I would definitely pour M&Ms and Skittles into the same bowl. Because, like, it would be quite an experience. Because, you know, like, Skittles are harder than M&Ms to chew through. So it would be quite an experience to just go through the very soft M&M to only hit a very hard Skittle and be like, whoa, shoot. That I almost bit my tongue off. That was a really aggressive change. You know, like the change in the texture, I definitely live for that. I'm not sure about the Reese's Cups though. I'm not sure if I would put the Reese's Cups. That's a little bit too much. That's a little bit too intense for me, I think, boys and girls. Oh, yeah, Diglett. Okay, how do the citizens trust the heroes of now, like the Class 1A, be busting their butts for the city? Skelly said, I think we can all agree power is less human than us. And Vance. Oh, jeez. Okay, there's actually quite a few comments. Let me just go through the comments real quick here. But recently, my siblings have been drinking all the milk plus mini wheats taste terrible soggy. CVR can't tell it was a joke. Cereal always tastes and feels good with milk until it's soggy. Certain cereal I kind of still like after becoming soggy, though. In terms of soggy cereal, I like, you know, the Flintstones Pebbles cereal. Like, that's one of my first cereals as a kid. I really liked that one when it got soggy because it got like a unique taste to it. And it was kind of fun to just, it made eating it fun. I'm not sure why, but it was just something about the texture I really liked. Last resort can only be used once all the other moves have run out of PP. The reason I do cereal first is because I want to know the exact amount of cereal I was thinking of. Oh, okay. Vance said, I only get sugary cereal as a sweet snack rather than a breakfast item. Oh, okay. If you pour cereal in second, then there will be risk of splashing. I've never had that risk. My sister procrastinates on the couch every day. Jacko, thank you for telling me that. And Blurry, of course, also hates soggy cereal. Yeah, for me, it's just the Flintstones ones. That's the only one that was, that I would eat soggy. But it's kind of weird to say that we don't like soggy cereal. Because I thought, like, the point of eating cereal with breakfast or with milk was to eat soggy cereal. I mean, like, you're wetting it in milk, right? Like, isn't it just a natural consequence of doing that practice? That's what I would have thought. But I do know there is like a sincere difference between dry cereal and whatever happens when it gets soggy. Rhyperior. I mean. Oh, Black Fox. It always had hydration. It's just nobody uses it unless they have rainy day user. Oh, yeah. I guess that's it. I just never noticed. I've never used it before myself. So I didn't expect to see it. I know that they were initially found in that like wet, marshy land in Black and White. So that makes sense. Like when I think about where you can originally find it in Black and White, it's just like it wasn't a natural click there. Yabba dabba do. Anonymous said tastes better with milk, but still needs that crunch. Oh, hey, Hextech. Man, Hextech. Yeah, I'm alright. How are you? So, guys, Given that Shonen Jump doesn't really know what's going on either, I'm gonna really hope that we get the chapter this week. I wonder if there's any other spoilers out. Also, I just recently went through Juju Kai while I was in transit, and just went back to like the first chapters, and it's like, oh yeah, we don't really know about Yuji's parents, because in the first chapter his gramps was like, yo, I want to talk to you about your parents, and he's like, what? And they're like, oh, shut up, kid. And then we never find out about his parents, and I just wonder if that's an important plot point. But it was actually interesting going back. Excuse me. It was interesting going back to the first chapters and just seeing how many things became relevant in the most current chapters. Where's Black Clover? Just gotta look at Black Clover real quick. I want to see if any things are out for Black Clover. Hextech said, been really good, especially after the Shaman King remake announcement. Kinda late. Well, are you hyped? For the Shaman King? Like, I am excited to see the story again. And I am excited to see it animate everything that's in the manga. I just, you know, with the Shaman King anime coming back, I hope that means that the sequel series, Shaman King Flowers, will also come back. Because, like, shit, man. I was kind of invested in that. I was kind of invested in all the drama that was occurring after Shaman King, and I want to keep seeing more of it. Black Fox was like, I always used it before they got rid of hidden power in this generation. Also, don't judge how you do the cereal. I put mine before milk. Yeah, no, like that's... People do whatever they want, right? At the end of the day, it ends up in your stomach all the same. They're making a Dragon Quest anime. Oh, are they? Vance was like, I wonder just how brutal Season 2 of ReZero is actually going to be. Well, given what they had in the first episode, Vance, with like Subaru like ending himself, I feel like it's going to be relatively brutal. I like the manga ending, not the anime ending of Shaman King. Agreed. But that's because like the manga ending came so much later than the Shaman King original ending. So like it's one of those situations where they just had to make up an ending because, well, I'm assuming from like faulty memory that that's what happened, but that might not have been the case. But I think it was. I'm pretty sure the Shaman King anime ended before the manga ever ended. Because, like, there was the Shaman King Kang Bang Zhang, or whatever that was. If someone knows the name properly, please let me know. But something like that. It was like a set of chapters that came after the ending of Shaman King that just showed the proper ending of Shaman King. But it's just... Shaman King has a weird publication history, in all honesty. Okay. So, I think we're doing pretty good on finding these things. I think we've got, like... We've definitely found a few. And there's, like, a beacon of light over there. Man, you know, thinking about, like, Polytoad! Oh my god, it looks beautiful! Oh my gosh, yes, attack me. Bring it. Sumo rest, like, yeah, sumo me out of the... Dumb. Should have just come at me. Also, Baki the Grappler currently has a manga, one of its sequels coming out where the main fighters are facing off against, they're facing off against sumo wrestlers, and yeah, You know, it kind of feels good that we went back to something realistic with Baki after doing all the clone shenanigans in the previous series. But it's kind of cool to it's kind of funny to see all the fighters losing their shit over having to fight sumo wrestlers, because it's like, oh my god, sumo, the ultimate art form of combat. It's like, oh my god, guys, shush, I get it, Japanese pride and all that good stuff. Jacko said, I watched all of Gurren Lagann. I don't know why. Isn't it because Gurren Lagann's really good? Like, people usually watch Gurren Lagann because it's really good, Jacko. Vance said, so we're gonna get a fresh batch of traumatized anime onlys. Of Vance being evil. That Rem episode in season 1 broke me. I mean, like, a lot of episodes I feel were pretty traumatic. Hextech said, question, if you could remake an anime series like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood or Hunter x Hunter, what anime would you remake? Oh, Persona 5 animation box set with dub is 300. Hell no, man. No way. Stream chat. Oh, hey, King of Nerds, you have something on stream chat? I mean, we'll watch the videos in a bit. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, nice! Yo, yes! Yes, I love that meme! This is amazing! Oh my gosh! And it's handsome Squidward! That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you, King of the Nerds. That is amazing. That is 100% amazing. Oh, Johan, do you watch Love Live? No, I don't. My friend Kara does. She loves Love Live. She knows all about Love Live. Whenever I need to know things, she tells me about Love Live. Wait, next stream, can you watch any new anime? I mean, Jacko, I can't watch anime on the stream. If that's what you're asking. But yeah, no, she loves Love Live. Like, she's wanted to come on the channel to do like an easy collab video where she just explains Love Live to me, or just we go through Love Live together. But it just hasn't worked out, or like, no, we just haven't like sat down to do it. That's a better way to say that. It's just we haven't sat down to do it. I mean, like, guys, like, I don't have a problem with, like, watching anime on stream. Like, I don't have a problem watching along with you guys. Like, I could put it on... I could put it on so that it's obscured and you can only see the time code. But it wouldn't be watching anime on stream. It'd just be a bunch of people watching and then talking while they're watching. I know other people do it. Like... Oh, what's that other guy? Shit, man. He's got, like, the name of a mythological character. What's that guy's name? Well, I know that there's one other guy that does those like live streams with his community or whatever. I mean, it can be done. Oh, Jacko Productions, your ship was wrecked. And yeah, that would be one way trip for Trip to get his channel auto-deleted. Johan said, you should. I think you're more of a shonen guy, but it's actually really good, fun, and sweet anime. I am legitimately more of a shonen guy, 100%. But like, honestly, it's not, I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with it. I mean, I think at the end of the day, I should be watching more genres. But like, for things like Love Live, like, I'd get more value out of it if I was watching it with people. Because then it's just not just me watching this for whatever reason. At least then, like, there's an extra value in someone else enjoying what they're watching as well. Oh, there's a beacon of light. I must have missed that one. It's behind the tower. I'm gonna get off the bike so I don't get distracted by the sparkles. Yes, I am taking Scully's advice. In terms of an anime I would remake, I don't know, man. Like, what anime needs to be remade? One Piece. I'm gonna remake One Piece, and I'm gonna remove all of the filler. I'm gonna remove all the filler. It's gonna be like, it's gonna get the Dragon Ball Kai situation. Maybe One Piece. What other things really deserve it? You know what? Let's remake Berserk. You know, because like, let's get rid of whoever thought making it into CG was gonna be a good thing, or making it all CG was gonna be a good thing. Let's get rid of that, and let's just do hand drawn. Let's just do hand drawn. Let's all enjoy it. Let's not think that this is the most horrible thing ever made. Maybe remake a good chunk of the isekais, because like, let's face it, I want a proper light novel to anime adaptation. I want all the details in my anime. But that kind of thing, like maybe remake some of the isekais that had bad adaptations. Because look, man, at this point, well, for me, when I'm looking at my isekais, I'm looking at the new unique details. Like, I don't really care about the journey to being a god anymore. I just want cool, unique details with cool, unique character interactions. Because that's really all that isekais can do to differentiate themselves nowadays. Unless they're doing a deconstruction isekai. Okay, so like, stipulation. Deconstruction isekai are fine, or isekais that are going into things other than generic fantasy worlds. Those are fine. But you know, when it comes to the generic ones, you need... Like, you need, like, the devil's in the details. That's where their value comes out, I think. Switch. That's a dark type. And it's also psychic. Who would be the one? It'd be the Bisharp. Bisharp would be the one to bring into this. Because Bisharp, not the strongest Pokemon I have, but... Oh, Vance, Sun Wukong. Yes, thank you. That was Sun Wukong. It's him. It's him. He's the one that does the like live reactions with people watching, I think. Remake season 2 of One Punch Man. Honestly, you know what? If they I made a horrific mistake. I made a horrific mistake. I should have gone with a different. I should have gone for someone different. Think. I'm just gonna Thunder Wave the Malamar. Oh, yes, Scully and I were on the same page. Excellent. But yeah, like honestly, I'll take season 2 as it is if season 3 is better. Because honestly, season 2's fights are not like the end all be all. Like really, season 3 fights are the ones where the action's really at for me. So I'd be fine sacrificing season 2 if it means season 3 will be better. Persona 5, the animation, Gantz needs a remake. Devil Survivor 2, the animation definitely needs a remake, 100%. Gantz is a good one too. Gantz definitely could use with a remake. I would love it if Gantz had a remake. Just because, like, with Gantz, they didn't... When they made the anime, it wasn't done with the manga. And honestly, like, endgame Gantz is what you want to see. Because endgame Gantz is where all the weird stuff starts going down. Sent some links to stream chat. Got it, Blurry. Berserk is one of the best answers I heard. You're right. Berserk, yes. Another would be part-timer because in this day and age, it would get a season 2. Oh, yeah, part-timer. The Devil's a part-timer. That'd be good. That'd be good. Remake Devil Survivor 2 anime, but make it into Devil Survivor 1. Man, Skelly's love for Devil Survivor 1. Always present. Hot take incoming. Real men cry during season 1 of ReZero. No, man, I don't cry. Real men cried during season 1 of Naruto, okay? Or like, you know, first half of Naruto. Or like in One Piece. Like, One Piece made it okay for people to cry. Because like in One Piece, everyone's an ugly crier. Which makes everything nicer. But I didn't cry for season 1 of ReZero, man. Like, I didn't cry at all. There's not many anime that make me cry. but I know Naruto did. And not because of anything that Naruto did, but because of what happened with Rock Lee and Might Guy. I love Reverse Isekai. Oh, okay, yeah. Hextech said, do you read webtoons? God of High School and Tower of God got anime, and I didn't really feel a lot of hype from the anime community. Really? I thought real men cry when Ash got petrified. Oh, man, like that was pretty concerning when it happened. Didn't feel a lot of hype from the anime community. It seemed like they were hyped. Like there was a community that was hyped. But I know what you mean, Hex. Like I made a Tower of God video. I think I made 2 Tower of God videos to like test the waters, and people weren't really gravitating towards it. It might have also been that my channel just wasn't doing great on the algorithm. But I understand, like, it was interesting. Like, it was interesting to see the audience develop there. And yes, I do read webtoons sometimes. I mostly read whatever webtoon like J-Maney's Box is translating. And I read The Gamer. That's probably the only one that I read religiously. I don't read Solo Leveling anymore because I read the novel and I got my fill, so I don't need any more from Solo Leveling. But yeah, I know the webtoons. Prower said... Oh wait, before Prower, Blurry said ReZero Season 1 ain't crying worthy for me. One Piece, I cried so much, way more than Naruto and Bleach. Okay, so now Prower said Naruto made me cry because so many wasted their time on it when it could have been used on something better. Jeez, Prower. You're so brutal. Blurry said Tower of God is trash in my opinion. Tried the webtoon, didn't like it. Tried the anime, didn't like it. I mean... I understand that, Blurry. I do understand where you come from. I just think, like... I think the Korean sensibilities... Like, I want to be careful with it, because I think I've just been too trained to read Shonen Jump series, or to read Japanese manga in general. I think I've been too trained, and I just... Some of the webtoons, their style and how they develop situations, I'm just not a giant fan of it. Like, it seems cool in concept, like, especially with Tower of God. They had so many characters and all that kind of stuff. And Tower of God continuously uses so many characters. But it's just, it does, like, I don't feel the magic there sometimes. Like, for me, Tower of God, you know, I read the first season of the webtoon. And then, you know, I go into the second season and it's just like, this seems like needlessly convoluted. And it just seems, well, actually, it's like 100% needlessly convoluted. And so I just kind of, I did some strategic researching, and I just went to the wiki to find out the scenes I wanted to see. And I went and I very quickly read the scenes, and then I just moved across like that. It just doesn't capture me as much as other things do. I just feel like, to some degree, the webtoon artists, they're just kind of like, sometimes it feels like they're giving themselves pats on the back for the stuff that they create. And honestly, like, they probably should, because they are making cool stuff. But something about it, just the progression in a webtoon, something about it just doesn't feel 100% right. And I think in some ways, webtoons are a little bit more cynical. But I don't know, it's really hard. I haven't quantified what exactly I feel when I read stuff like God of High School and Tower of God. Like, they're not particularly series that make me want to read what comes next. I think because they're, like, sometimes they're just annoying in a weird way. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Between Tower of God and God of High School, though, I think I like Tower of God more. Just because God of High School, while on paper it's quite alright, it just, I don't know. It's just, I think at the end of the day, it's just not my thing. I just don't think, like, the aesthetic. it doesn't gravitate to me as much. And like the gamer has similar problems. Like the gamer, I read it just because it's easier to read. Like it's just more presentable, I think. But like even some of the things that are chosen in the gamer, like some of the choices are odd. Just the way that they set up their worlds. It might also be another issue of just like the settings as well. Just like the Korean, I don't know. It's tough to quantify. Let me read what you guys said, because maybe like reading what you guys are saying will make me like figure out what I'm feeling too. Anime was fine. They changed a bunch of moments. Yeah, I've seen some clips of Love Live and kind of want to watch it. But I'm confused about what the next Love Live is supposed to be after Sunshine. Could you ask Kara for me? Yeah, I'll just ask her right now. Oh, she might be asleep, but I'll ask her Animamus, and she'll give me the answer for tomorrow probably. Let me just ask her now before I forget. She's just talking about ReZero. Okay. Confused about what the next Love Live is supposed to be after Sunshine. Okay. What is the next Love Live supposed to be? It's supposed to be after Sunshine. Asking for a friend. I mean, she'll probably give back like a really elaborate answer. Like Kara's one of those people that wants to go to an idol concert, and she's one of those people that she gets really emotional when she sees talented people singing. So she has a wide range of emotions when it comes to idoling and just watching talented people sing. It's kind of like it's adorable, but in a way it's like I don't know how these people are reaching you, but they seem to be shaking your very soul. I can tell you guys, I don't shake her soul that much. Tiana said, me and a friend had the idea to make an isekai where instead of a fantasy world, the MC gets transferred into a normal world and refuses to believe it, so he does crazy stuff trying to unlock powers. That's wonderful. I love deconstruction isekais. That is wonderful. That's 100% wonderful. Hex said, I cried when Bleach got announced for next year. Alright, you know, like some people love their series. I'm not going to judge anyone for it. Then the gods have a falling out, which accidentally gives the world powers. Well, that's funny. Okay, so I don't think I have a Zoro arc, so we are going to try and catch it. Blurry likes God of High School. I had to stop reading the webtoon because my old phone broke. I tried to read webtoon because layout looked do it by newbie. Have they announced what anime season Noblesse will be in? Okay, not yet. Oh, hey Miguel. Brad said, now that one I'm really looking forward to. Different strokes for different folks regarding webtoons and anime. That's pretty much what it is. It's just like the style. It's just like I'm pretty sure it's because I'm biased to manga and I'm just not appreciating the style. But like I have similar problems with Solo Leveling, and there was another one that Gemini's Box was hosting, Tomb Raiding King. It's just like, to some degree, sometimes it's like I don't want to follow these characters. Like, what's the point of making a series where I don't want to follow the characters? Like, a lot of times they're just super selfish. And I mean, in terms of the novelty, you can tell why it's novel if you have a character that is not a traditional hero. But sometimes it just verges onto too unlikable. Like, when it comes to those series, not Solo Leveling so much, but let's say like Tomb Raiding King or whatever that was called. When it comes to that one, you know, I'm just overlooking the guy's a giant dick, and I ultimately don't like the messaging, I guess. And I mean, for Solo Leveling, you kind of understand why the main character turned out the way he did. But there's like little things that he does that's just like, I don't want to follow you. Right? Like, I don't want to know about you. I don't want to see your struggles. Like, Solo Leveling had the good thing in that it had that strong plot or that strong character arc with its mother. But like at the same time, it's like you just seem like a fuckboy at some points, and it's just I don't want to read about fuckboys. Like, why would I want that? And mind you, that's not a feeling that I get from the main character of Solo Leveling 100% of the time. But and that's kind of how I end up feeling for a lot of the Korean webtoons. There was another series that I was feeling similarly about. It was The Villainous Turns to Hourglass. Like the one that Joshua Bell wanted me to check out. Yeah, I was reading it, and it's just like, for one thing, I know that there's a genre of story that is just about debauchery in royal families. I know that there's a genre of story that's just about like people being royals being terrible. They have horrible families. There's a lot of like assassination attempts within the family. Kara loves those kind of stories. She just loves the debauchery of watching fictional drama. But like, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it as much as she does. It's tiring. I don't get that much value out of it. So going back to Villainous Turns to Hourglass, you know, I can tell like it's nicely written, but the main character, after understanding what the main character was about by this third episode of it, I'm just thinking, well, what this ultimately was a terrible person being outplayed by an even more terrible person. And it's like, why should I care about this character that was so ignorant that she chose not to learn when she was given the opportunity to learn? I think that's one of my pet peeves. Definitely when you have characters who choose to be ignorant, like that's the sign of a bad personality trait. Like, there's no redemption in that. And mind you, like, the big thing that the Villainous Turns to Hourglass was trying to establish was that this is just a bad person taking out a worse person. But it's like, at the same time, I don't want... That's a giant Chansey. I don't want... why would I want to follow that? That character isn't redeemable, and I don't get that much satisfaction from seeing a jerk take advantage of good people to take out another jerk who's going to be a little bit worse in the future. Like, it's weird. I can respect the writing, but I'm not particularly in love with those kind of stories. On the Japanese side, there's Overlord. Overlord, you know, my favorite arc in Overlord is the arc that Sebastian is involved in, because Sebastian makes for good stuff. But for Overlord, I'm not rooting for any of those characters, but I respect the writing, right? I respect the story itself. Overlord's one of those series where I don't root for the characters, but I'm interested in the world of the Overlord, and I'm interested in some of Ainz's like developments. But at least with that one, they do a much better job at making unlikable characters at least followable. Like, again, like, it's just, at the end of the day, I do think just some of the Korean and the Chinese stories are a little bit too cynical for my own taste. And I just, when I'm reading manga and shit, like, I just want to have fun, right? I don't have fun following detestable characters. And I think that's what it ultimately comes down to for me. Blurry said, I want it to be announced Noblesse is better than Tower of God, and you don't have to read hundreds of chapters to like, and it's fun. Animamus. Oh, wait, sorry. Miguel said Animamus. Nijigasaki is a spin-off and is not part of the main timeline, and Third Generation is the one with the 5 girls revealed. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, Nori, did you lose connection last stream? Yeah, Nori, I'm not sure what happened. My internet was fine. My streaming setup was fine. YouTube just disconnected me. That's what I'm really taking away. Oh, Animamus had to leave. Black Fox said, I had an idea for isekai for a guy who travels to another world but can travel between worlds in order to find a mystery as to how they are linked. I mean, that's cool. I think someone mentioned this. Maybe you already mentioned this before to me, Black Fox. Or like someone else talked about like someone going between worlds. Maybe that was on another group chat. That might have been another group chat. Anyway, whenever someone brings up like trying to figure out how 2 worlds of link, it reminds me of this one American show that came on like years ago. It was called Awake. It was one of those crime dramas, and the mechanism was like the guy, He's a police officer because obviously he's in a terrible accident that he ends up losing one of his family members. His family comprised of him, his wife, and his son. So what happens is, so when, in I think the first scene you find out that it's his wife. His wife died in the accident, and he wants to know why. But then when he goes to sleep, he wakes up, and the place he wakes up in is a world where his wife is still alive, but his son is the one that's dead. So the crime drama like unveils by him going in between both realities to figure out what exactly happened. And of course, they do like a little bit of a gimmick where he figures out mysteries in one reality using clues from the other reality. Really interesting. It only got one season because like I guess it was too much of a high concept. It didn't get enough ratings, but it was really interesting. It was 100% interesting. I definitely liked the mechanism. It had a really cool gimmick where whenever it was in the mother's world, it had redder. The tones were warmer on the screen, and whenever it was in the son's world, the tones were kind of bluish, or a little bit more dark. It was really interesting. John asked, any isekai have Lovecraftian themes? Oh, I don't know, John. I can't think off the top of my head. Will said, did you ever get to Unordinary? No, I have not gotten to Unordinary yet, Will. And you know what? I had forgotten, so I'm going to just write that down on my reminder wall so that I do not forget to read Unordinary. Shit. If I don't find a pen, I'm not going to remember. I know who I am. I know how bad this is. I know my memory's not the best. Look for a pen. Look for a pen, Trip. Look for a pen. I got a compass. Damn it, I have a compass. What can I do with a compass? I'm not lost in the woods. Okay. I'm going to write it down on my computer and hope that I do not forget. It's on my important files, so hopefully I won't forget. Read Unordinary. Okay, Will. Thank you for the reminder. Tiandra prefers real-life dramas. Very fun, like school fights and relationships starting ending. Yep. Oh, hey, BK Latin. I dropped Remonster for same reason. Yeah, like Remonster, like I read it for a good chunk, and I even read like the novel translations on the wiki. But you know, after a while, I just kind of stopped. Oh, look, it's Skelly's favorite Pokemon over there. Let's go kill it. He understands. It's a cycle of life. Miguel said, can we have Lovecraftian anime? We have Lovecraftian anime at home. Lovecraft anime at home. Oh, jeez. I'm not going to pronounce that. I can't. That's too much Japanese for me. Oh, right. Oh, whoa, it survived. Well, I kind of want it now. Like, it had sturdy. I kind of want it. It's kind of interesting that we don't have Lovecraftian anime. Oh, Hex had to go. Alright, we gotta go now. Pretty hard to watch streams as European, but at least I get to watch your streams sometimes. Oh, yeah, Hex. Well, thanks for being here, man. Well, I'm sure he's already gone. Dusk Balls. Hey, Trip, you could do a short story competition on Discord. Yeah, Tiandre, that's a good idea. We could do that. Once upon a time, Skelly and I think 4 others, we were involved in writing a collaborative story. I think that's a wonderful idea, Tiandre. Because at least we would that would be doable. That would be doable. Nori said, I just have a Google Doc for random stuff to remember. The only thing I have in there is a kind of inside joke. I bring up with another streamer that they are good. They are a god with a regalia named Sugia. Oh, okay. The weak get eaten. Yeah, Skelly understands. Current objective, survive. Oh, BK Latin said something really nice to us. BK, 1 second, Tiandre. He can't stay long, but I wanted to say thank you for doing these streams and encouraging these streams, and for the great people who continue these combos. It's amazing. Also, check out the random chat. I wouldn't mind a good isekai where it doesn't turn into a harem. Thank you, BK Latin. I don't think I encourage it. I mean, I do this. Just for the quick history. We started doing these live streams after YouTube canceled my channel, and so we've just been doing that since then. But I am very thankful for the amazing people that are on here, because like you guys are smart. Like holy crap, like you guys like bring some really good topics to the table a bunch of times. I feel really blessed to have so many sensible people like talking to me and all that kind of stuff during these streams. I really appreciate it. But yeah, okay, Tiandre, the story that Skelly and I worked on with a bunch of other people, it featured 2 main characters. The way we did it, we took turns. So we would write our little bit, and then someone else would take it up. And yeah, so pretty much we tried to be careful to not deny anything someone wrote before, and we just kind of went on from there. So it was about 2 characters, Abby and like her little buddy, and something happened. One of them got like some super cool like power, and then they went they went to a bigger city, and shit went down in the bigger city because escalation happened really quick. By the end of it, like someone's got a god talking to her, and there's all kinds of weird corruption going on. All I know is that I wrote a wonderful part that described a perfect dot that she had on her arm. It was a really great time. Unfortunate that we did not finish it, but it was a really great time. If I recall correctly, one of them fell into like a puddle that went to another world. I mean, and it wasn't another world. It was just like a reversed kind of world. Oh, what a wonderful time. I think it's still on the Discord server, if I recall correctly. Maybe not. I'm looking, maybe not. It would have been an archive or something. Ah, well, whatever. It was a good story. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't think I can. I'm not spotting it in a quick glance. Oh well. It's not. Okay, thank you, Skell. But yeah, I liked it. It was a good time. It was a good time. Oh, okay. Random chat. Oh, BK Latin, thank you for explaining that. Random chat is on Webtoons. It deals with a lot of psychology and relationship moral, and what is manipulating versus helping them see other points of view. A lot of fist fights. Oh, a mod wanted all the archives gone. People don't care enough to keep them around. Oh, okay. I understand, Skell. Let me just put that down to check out random chat. It was a fun one, Tiandre. It was from a time when I had more time. So I was much younger back then. It's only a few years ago. Oh, mushrooms. I love me some mushrooms, so better go get them. Oh no, I'm pretty high up, guys. I'm pretty high. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get those mushrooms. And then wait, never mind. A portal or a way down revealed itself to me. Not a portal. Oh, every time I hear that thingamabob, I always think it's something cooler, but it's just a giant chimera. Yes, indeed. Oh man, BK Latin's so nice. See ya, BK Latin. Have a good night or whatever. Oh, in case anyone is like waiting for it, The novel that I'm writing right now, I'm at a bit of a writer's block, but I only have like 7 chapters left to write, and then I'm gonna start like getting ready to push it through editing and all that. So that'll be pretty good. Oh, the slime OVA ended in a cliffhanger. All right, gonna have to like. I hope maybe I'll have time to watch it after the stream's over, but I don't know. Okay, guys, I'm gonna start watching the stream chat videos. So no one add anymore because it is kind of late. And oh, Chansey, hello Chansey. I love how just Pokemon are popping up here. All right, let's check out stream chat. Well, this is just funny. This is like really funny. Oh, let me just read what you guys wrote. Nodi said, most of the writing I do is alternate universes for shows, animes, and video games I like. Or as my brother calls it, fan fiction. I was about to call it fan fiction too, Nodi. But no problem with that. That's cool. Black Fox said, I have heard of Awake. Thank you for that. It's similar in that a relative dying, but my idea was more of a guy dodges truck coon thanks to his aunt's failed invention. I mean, yeah. I just like, it just came to my mind just because of the mechanism. But that's all cool. That's neat. That's neat. I'm all for like any cool new ideas on isekai, right? Any new twist to an isekai is always worthwhile. Okay, so let me just load this up proper. So we're gonna go to the videos. So I'm just gonna go from the bottom up. So we got blurry.
Calm down.
Oh, no. It's coming through. Gonna put it here. Hopefully that, hopefully it'll pop up on the screen in a second here, guys.
Calm down, Kai.
Oh, jeez.
It's just...
Man, Yugi has such a wonderful voice. Okay. Let me switch over to live read. Oh, yeah, great. Just gotta fix this up. Do 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 do. There we go. It's Yugi. Okay. Okay, so let me just very quickly go back through you guys' stuff. I feel like writing fanfiction is something to be ashamed of, or at least in other people's eyes. Nori, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I think fanfiction, I think it holds people back. I think if you are talented enough to be writing fanfiction, I think you should be writing your own thing that you can monetize. But, and this is a big but, if you are doing it for fun or stress relief, it doesn't matter. Just do what you want to do. I think fan fiction is a wonderful way for people to gain more confidence in their own writing skills. And to also, it's an easy way. Like the good thing about fan fiction is that you're going to have an audience that's going to read it, right? And they're going to read it because of the power that the original material carries. I don't think it's something to be ashamed of, but dependent on what you're spending your time in, like there's more ways to be profitable with it than just writing fan fiction. Like the big thing, like the big thing I want to convey, like Shelly said it here, I think fan fiction is a perfectly good way to get practice in writing. What I want to convey is that if someone's really good at writing fan fiction, I really think it would be valuable to just also write. I think it would also just be valuable to write your own material that you can make money on. Just because, like, that's just a good use of your time. But it depends. Like, if you're well off and you don't need to be worrying about money, then just do your fan fiction, like whatever. But if you have the skill to do good fan fiction, you probably have the skill to do good writing. But I wouldn't be ashamed of it, and not at all. Like, not everyone can do it, right? So no need to be ashamed of something that's uniquely yours. Random Trainer X said, a new slice of life where the childhood friend ends up with the one she wants to be with is a nice but rare concept. I think fanfiction's perfectly good way. Mythology has been fan fiction for centuries. Dante's Inferno was a biblical fanfic. That's a really fun way of like putting it. Yeah, like pretty much. Man, I really hope that we don't get into a situation where the world goes through a horrible reset. Was it the 50 Shades of Grey Twilight fanfic? Yes. Yes. If I recall correctly, something like that. Like the lady was inspired by Twilight and then just realized they can make their own thing and make money on it. And it's like, yes, this is the natural course. You should be able to make money on your own things. Even if it is based on another terrible thing. Or like, you know, another like very targeted thing. Copyright ruined the concept of fanfic. No, it's a Twilight fanfic with the names changed. I thought that I thought that 50 Shades of Grey had werewolves in it in the first iteration, didn't it? Well, whatever. Like, that's good. That's good. Like, I can't see any connections to Twilight in terms of vampires and shit, so it's all good. Good enough. They made it different enough. In my opinion. In that case, Skell. Skelly said, even the Knights of the Round Table are fan fiction of King Arthur. Copyright ruined the concept of fanfic. Yeah. Nori said, I made a story that I label as an alternate universe because it uses concepts from Noragami, so I basically think I can never come up with something original enough without already having a base. Okay, see, Nori, I really think, like, maybe, just reading that, maybe, like, instead of saying a base, call it an inspiration. Because, like, look, the reality is, all you need to do, if you have trouble believing that you can't come up with something having a base, first off, majority of things are getting inspiration from other materials that came before them. You could make something original enough just by combining different settings that you already know of, right? Like that wouldn't be that hard. Again, this is one of those places where the devil is in the details. It's the details that make your settings worthwhile, not the overt broad strokes of the situation. I think in this case, you know, if the problem is you have some concepts that you borrowed from an anime, maybe it would be worthwhile to read up about real world spiritual thought. Because Noragami has real world spiritual thought manipulated into its story. So just read some religions, read some creation stories, and then you'll be able to see the concepts that other anime are borrowing from. Like, majority of anime borrow concepts from other religions or other spiritual school of thoughts. So it's not that bad. It's not bad that you can't come up with something original, because maybe you're just one of the people that an original thing comes from the synthesis of many different pre-existing settings. I mean, there's limits, right? Like if you were inspired by Bleach, you don't want a system where your characters are shouting names of their swords and then saying Bonkai, because that's a little bit too on the nose, right? But if it's little things like the idea that a sword has a soul, that's not an idea that is uniquely Bleach's. That's an idea that comes from animism. That wouldn't be that hard to make your own. So really, it's all about the framing, I think. Like, you could definitely do it. You don't have to worry about being original enough. You just have to be, if your problem is that you're not original, then just bring together a lot of different settings and make something from those different parts. Sky said, the setting doesn't need to be completely original, but the situation and the characters need to be true to your ideas. Very true. So like I would call those like the little details of the story. But Skelly is right. I mean, Miguel says originality comes from execution, not ideas. Very fair, right? I know when I'm watching anime, like one of the things that I like is when characters do things that are not the norm for other anime characters. When they do something that's uniquely different, it's like, oh, that was really valuable. That was really cool. That's what we want to see, right? We want to see new ideas on old tropes or new executions on old tropes kind of thing. But yeah, man. Oh, Tiandre, I missed one of your comments. I had an idea for mythology fanfic called Bloodborne God. Oh, man, Tiandre, you have a lot of ideas for writing, man. Okay, so we got this YouTube thing here. Let's just very quickly load it up. Let's see what we got.
Calm down, Kaiba. It's just a game.
The phrase "it's just a game" is such
Okay. Okay.
a weak mindset. You are okay with what happened. Losing. Imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost twice.
I mean,
Kaiba.
when you get angry after losing, you've lost twice. I mean, like, okay. Alright. When you stop getting angry after losing, you lost twice. There we go. Got it wrong. I am okay with what happened in the game. Like, I'm okay with it's a game. I don't want to get stressed out over a game. Like, I like getting stressed out on stream because it's funny. But I don't want to get stressed out over a game. Guys, I played a complete game of Monopoly. And you know what? Like, when I played that complete game of Monopoly, it was me and my roommate. We started with like 2 other people, and they all just slowly gave up. And then I'm like, yo, man, I don't think I'm going to win this. And he's like, you keep going. Trip, you keep going. And I'm like, guy, it's been 3 hours. Please. And he's like, no, I've never finished a game of Monopoly, and you're going to let me finish. And I'm like, shit. Well, yes, now I will. We're going to do it. Freaking Monopoly. Anyway, Nori was saying the story was taken from Steven Universe, the setting in the world, and how gods and regalia's work was taken from Noragami. That's why Miyazaki said anime was a mistake, since most of people growing up watching anime, so they just replicate things. I mean, but I guess the big thing is that most people growing up replicate things. But at the same time, like, okay, let's understand this. Why does the 3-arc structure exist in a movie? Why does the hero's journey exist as a framework? Why does the romance beats of a romance novel exist as a framework? The reality is that people like, there are certain narrative structures that people like, right? So here's the, like, so first off, let's like remember Miguel and everyone else's words here, that originality comes from the execution of your ideas. Like, we have to appreciate that when we're already dealing in a space where there are universally agreed upon formats that statistically do better with readers or viewers or whatever, like, think about how that already limits the vast potential that people could have. Like, a really good example of this is just I'm going to explain to you guys how I came to this. In doing research for the novel I was writing, I just very quickly went and asked romance authors, because the romance genre is like super active in terms of Amazon. So I was asking just to like understand, like, you know, what's the go-to for writing a romance, and it's actually really interesting. One of the common stories that you'll hear is they'll tell you to follow the romantic beats, and they have a few websites that have the romance formula. And then you'll have the anecdotal stories of people who had tried to do something unique and original. You know, like, it was their passion project, didn't really make that much money. But when you put in something generic, and when I say generic, I mean something that follows the beats of the romance formula, those stories just do better. They just get more money. And the same thing happens with the stories that follow the frameworks of the hero's journey. There is already a predisposition for what people want to read that they may not be aware of. Like, you want to have a certain kind of structure going on in there. Now, again, this is where the real challenge comes in, right? You can make a totally generic story that, if it follows the romance beats, you might be able to get away with it. A lot of people, from what I understood, reading of all the writers' accounts and asking a few of them, it's pretty demoralizing, but generic story arcs work. But then this comes back to the whole thing with Miguel. Like, I think you end up having a good situation when you're working in a framework, but you're putting your own execution on the ideas into it, right? So it's all about finding that balance. But it is important to just realize that frameworks exist and have taken form because there is already a particular bias in a reader base to go towards that particular framework. And then when you apply that to something like anime, it only makes sense that we're going to be seeing a lot of repetitive anime, because for a lot of anime, it's just all about framework. Like the Shonen Jump series follow, in some ways, a framework that guides general plot beats. And then in terms of like isekais, we know the isekais follow a general framework nowadays. Like when it comes to generic isekais, we know harems, generic magical world, and wish fulfillment protagonists the majority of the times, right? So we're in that situation where that framework is there, and again, it's a profitable framework. So I'm gonna go look through your guys' things there because I had to speak there for a bit. But that's the only thing with the frameworks, is just because the frameworks are so prevalent and so successful, we end up seeing a lot of stories that on the surface look similar to each other, but then you have to look at the execution of the details. Skelly said the idea is to steal from so many places that no one can tell who you ripped off. Yes, I agree. I think that's the best way to do it. You want to bring in as much as you can. Miguel said originality comes from your interpretation of ideas, and that cannot be achieved without life experience. Write something you relate to or feels personal to you. That's how you make a compelling story. Miguel, yeah, that's really good advice. I think that's really good advice. Write what you know. There's things that you can make come alive if you're fueling it with your own experiences. Blurry, I love Tentamon's new evolution animation. I did too, Blurry. Monopolies for sadists. How you finish your game of Monopoly is by allowing people to add hotels to their property without the need of monopolizing the color. Sadism equals Monopoly. Miguel said, I meant the interpretation of side. People, they don't write real characters, they write archetypes of characters. Otakus tend to not have relations or interests outside of anime. Oh, yeah. Archetypes and caricatures. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess, do we want otaku's writing? Because they're not really the good barometer. But that's true. I'll amend that, Miguel. If that's what you meant, my apologies for not going that far. But that's very true. They write archetypes of characters. I think like a lot of times some people start with an archetype and then they flesh it out. I mean, like if we're going back to just that thought, like archetypes themselves are recognizable, right? Oh, gotta work. Oh, someone's gotta go. Oh, good night, Black Fox. But yeah, Miguel. Back to that. Very true that someone with limited connections to to society at large might have a skewed vision of how people operate. Very true. But I feel like archetypes exist because they embody ideas that we understand, like easy to understand. Depends on the otaku. Let's have jump hiring, train otaku. Yeah. I just want to say, like, in terms of archetypes, like archetypes don't exist just in fiction. They existed in mythology as well, right? Like heroes in fiction are archetypes, right? They've become an archetype. I think it's hard. I think it's hard. It's just archetypes as a structure exist because they embody like a collection of traits that people can ascribe to them. I can tell you, like for the Gnostics, they have 4 archetypes for the female, and so just like going off of like again just spiritual thought in terms of how archetypes play in. The 4 archetypes of the female were the Mother, the Madonna, the Amazon, and Mother, Madonna, Amazon, and the Sorceress, maybe? Those 4 archetypes embody a lot, or like those 4 archetypes make up a lot of characters in mythology. The female as a mother, the female as the Madonna, the female as the Amazon. The point is, archetypes have existed for a long time. but I think it comes back to the whole thing when Miguel said, again, execution of ideas. You can have the archetype because it's ultimately a framework. An archetype very quickly tells you what kind of character you're dealing with, and then you just fill in the details that make that archetype unique. I can't see the problem if writers are never giving their characters something that makes them uniquely them. I mean, when you look at other writing advice, that maybe some people don't follow, it's like, you know, you give your characters verbal tics, you give your characters particular habits, you try and think about why your character acts the way it does. Like, for instance, if you're looking at tsundere, you gotta ask, why is that tsundere so stupid? Or why is that tsundere so loud? And it's like, a lot of times, you're not gonna find a lot of good reasons for it, it's just gonna be just because that's the way it is, and that's just not what you ultimately want to have. And that's a bad example, honestly, but just to, like, kind of get my thought process there. Nori said, a story I came up with was a house that can create anything. The person who found the house made 2 humans, and a poor girl got a bag made from that house. I got this from a dream. I think my most original ideas come from dreams, basically. No shame in that, Nori. My ideas come from dreams, too. Sky said, characters are the most important. If readers can connect with the characters, nothing else matters. The world only needs to exist to the point of carrying the story. The plot only needs to exist to force change on the characters, or reveal the truth of the characters. I agree. I mean, at the end of the day, it is connecting with the characters, because the characters are the ideas. Scott, I don't know, but it's either keep playing until everyone quits, or play something that actually has an ending. Die, otherworld. I hate the current isekai framework. And the point is to force the others to want to give up. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Like the other people gave up before me, and in me, it's just like, I know I'm going to die here. The power of friendship will help the MC win. So I'm just going to go through your guys' comments. We're never going to get through these videos. No, Proud, we're going to do it today. I think Oda mentioned that his secret to create different characters is to meet different people. Well, Oda also makes a lot of gimmicks for his characters. Like, Oda exaggerates a lot of things, so he has caricatures a lot of time, but characters work because they help you remember. Like, imagine something like My Hero Academia. If Horikoshi had a skewed vision of society, something like that needs a deep understanding of how society operates. Rambling trip is best trip. Oh no. The reason why My Hero Academia, Naruto, and Black Clover are so successful is because of their commentary of societal problems readers can relate to. I really wonder how good a story White Knight from Time Paradox Ghost Rider is. I mean, wait, before going to Animamus, I'm looking at Miguel's there. I mean, do I relate to Izuku? Do I relate to the societal problems in Hero Academia? I mean, I understand them for sure. I understand them for sure. I mean, no, why am I even asking that? I know, because people always tell me this in the comments. They like characters because they relate to the characters. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the societal problems ever have me like saying I relate to this material more, because like the societal problems, for me to have societal problems, I need it needs to be like really fleshed out world building. And some of these, like, I don't think Black Clover has really fleshed out world building. I don't relate to Black Clover's world. I like the characters, right? I like the characters more. I mean, it's really compelling when the author makes a really terrible case. Like when the author has the media yelling at the heroes, 100%. I am like, yo, that freaking sucks. I'm not into that, right? I do like that. He definitely has a good handle on the societal problems, or he has a good handle on like how people behave. But that's definitely not what gravitated me towards My Hero Academia. Like when I look at My Hero Academia, I ain't looking at societal problems, and when I'm looking at Naruto, I wasn't looking at societal problems either, because you don't really understand fully the extents of Naruto society until like way later on, I think, in my opinion. But the commentary of societal problems, that might be what helps like keep people in it as well. People say we can't relate to Superman because he's a god tier alien entity, but I'm sure we can still relate to him to some extent. I think with Superman, like, I can sympathize. Especially what I really like is when you have Superman and Batman talking about each other, because between the two of them being the paragons of DC, Like, that's when I really like Superman and Batman the most. Is when they're talking about the other and how the other views them. But again, that just goes down to like character interactions. For me, character interactions is what I ultimately gravitate towards. And Animamus, you're wondering how good a story White Knight from Time Paradox Ghost Rider is. I don't think it's that good. Like, honestly, I don't think it'd be that good. Because just looking at it, I think Time Paradox Ghost Rider is doing what anime does and is like idealizing the subject matter, that being making manga like way too much. And so just reading it, I don't think statistically I don't think it would do very well in Shonen Jump, because those aggressive kind of settings, like the full fantasy settings, don't survive very well in Shonen Jump in general. Like Black Clover is like a recent exception, but when we go back in time and we look at those kind of like hardcore fantasy settings, like Guardian of the Witch, dead. Magico, dead. Let's see. Toriko doesn't count because Toriko was a little bit. It wasn't a full magic. Well, it's magic, but it's also got human society. The full-on fantasy settings, I just don't think would do that well in Shonen Jump. I mean, it's still a game of probability, but then looking at other things like within the story, I just don't think it'd work. And Skelly saying Mashal dead. Yeah, man, like I saw this week's chapter and I was just like, oh, this is like pretty basic shonen now. This has just turned into a pretty basic beat everyone up one at a time shonen routine. And it's like, oh, come on, man, Mashal, you could have done better. It's actually funny. A Gravity Boys, I feel, has been getting funnier recently, so I'm really liking A Gravity Boys. Really cool stuff. Getting some links from the Discord server. Oh, what's going on in Pokemon Shield? Is there anything fun in there? Oh, nothing. Okay. One second, I'm just changing the screen. Oh wait, Uwe's here? Oh, excellent, there's someone here. Okay. 1 second, let me just switch over screens. There we go. You know, one thing that I've recently been realized, like one thing that I thought about recently, guys, is before I forget, you know, like the majority of isekai protagonists, they are very lucky that they get sent into generic fantasy worlds. Like if an isekai protagonist ended up in Black Clover's world, like 100%, they are not going to be able to pull off the shenanigans that isekai protagonists do. Because like the battle shonens don't care if they are in a fantasy medieval world. Like battle shonens have such a developed power science. There's no way that an isekai protagonist is just going to be able to steamroll everything. Like that's one thing that I just recently realized. Just isekai protagonists get away with a lot of things because they get put into such generic worlds. Like you put any kind of battle shonen logic into an isekai, and the standard isekai protagonist is going to have a problem with that. Like, wait, Trip, the Tentamon video I sent you. Oh shoot, Blurry. I will watch it right after this one. But yeah, just thinking about it, like, I remember Smartphone, the guy was winning because he made a guy slip. Like, it's funny, right? A king loses a fight because the guy has a spell that makes the guy slip. But it's like, yo, if that was Black Clover and you tried to pull that on Asta's just going to fly. He's going to just destroy you. They have so many different ways of making convoluted abilities that isekai protagonists just wouldn't survive. When you look at an isekai protagonist, a general isekai protagonist's skill set, it's usually pretty limited magic. Like, they're getting all their big magics from combining things together, whereas a typical shonen protagonist is just going to have one flat-out technique that can do a lot of things and not have the struggle. But it's just kind of funny to... It's just like, that's what I've been thinking recently. But anyway, Uwe's, have I been reading Chainsaw Man? Yeah. I've been reading Chainsaw Man. I recorded my impressions. I'm going to be putting it together for a video. I've recorded my impressions for One Piece, Chainsaw Man, and Ghost Rider. I just need to put them together for the video. Hey, did anyone... Okay, so Nori says, sorry that this seems out of nowhere, but someone recommended Hyoka to me, and I was curious if anyone here has seen it and if it's creepy. I watched the first episode already. I haven't watched Hyoka, guys. Has anyone here in chat watched Hyoka? Can you give... yeah, Gun Devil is definitely chat. Can you give Nori any kind of advice on Hyoka here? I'm going to Google it very quickly just to see what it is as well. Just to remind myself. It sounds familiar, but I don't recall. Oh. It's an award-winning light novel series. Okay, I'll just read the synopsis out loud. Energy conservative high school student Oreki ends up with more than he bargained when he signs up for the classic club at his sister's behest, especially when he realizes how deep-rooted the club's history is. Begrudgingly, Oreki is dragged into an investigation concerning a 45-year-old mystery. Oh, this seems kind of cool. That seems cool. When is this broadcast? Oh, it's 2012. Well, that seems cool. I'll have to check it out. It seems cool. Yeah, well, I'm gonna check it out myself when I have time. Okay, let's check this out, and then we'll go for the Tentamon video.
Have you forgotten how she betrayed you?
Oh, Korean.
Hey Alexis, wanna cut class?
Wait, is this like actually just from the... This is actually just from the anime? Because it sounds like this is just from the anime. Because if it's just from the anime, I need to be careful here, boys.
Go to the mall with us? They're having a sale on boots and miniskirts.
Please, Loom is perfect to go off a class.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm glad you asked. I mean, you can never have too many boots and mini
Okay, good. This is clearly its own thing.
skirts, right? Besides, Professor Stein is kind of dull.
Oh yeah, that's its own thing. Excellent.
Could you?
What is that? Oh! What are you doing?
A while back, my friend and I had just found out a convention floor having run our D&D games. We met up afterwards and she noticed how traumatized I looked with that mile-wide stare in my eye, and also the fact that I was settled into a ball in the corner, questioning my life choices. She asked what had happened, and I let her know that the game I ran was one of the worst ones I've ever run.
Okay, I'll watch that on my own time. Wait, what? It's from the anime? Really? Holy crap. That's funny. Like I recognize like the like her little friend character because that sounded like the typical voice. Oh god. Jeez. Jack Atlas is a... Oh, wait, no, not Jack Atlas. That's a moron. We need to get the Tentamon Digivolution bonus scene. Okay. Do. Okay. So, here we go. Let's see, playback speed. Let's put the quality up to 720p for that wonderful HD, and 1.75. And it's 1 minute long, so that's 4 different opportunities for me to get copyright struck. So we'll be careful. Oh, damn it! What's going on? My computer's freezing. 1 second, guys. My computer's freezing. Gotta fix it. Oh, hey, Mr. Green. How is it going, Mr. Green? Man, the HD CPU don't bill on us now. Pretty much. I think because it's HD. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, thanks, Gal. Oh, no worry, Mr. Green. We had like a few talks about like writing and shit like that. But it's been mostly chill. Oh, that VA was Lisa Oritz, who was a 4Kids regular. Okay, cool. Let's see. Just looking through. Okay, got it. Got all the comments. And my computer's working again, so give me a quick second here. We'll see if it like craps out again. I do want to see the Digivolution scene proper. I mean, when I was watching this, I was really feeling it. Like, it was really good. Okay. I do want to, like, just see it proper. Okay, so I can go for 15 seconds without getting caught. So, here we go. I'll talk over it too so that they can't do the audio trick. I mean, like, because this looks so cool, right? Like, look at that back, man. He has the back that, you know, anime characters would love to follow. Man, Kabuterimon, absolutely, 100%. And I already saw this part. Like, it's just Mimi showing up. Like, right? I already saw that part. Kabuterimon's wonderful. I wonder if they'll still have to find their crest. But they have the crest showing up on their Digivice, right? That's new, right? That didn't happen in the first season, did it, Animamus? Right? That didn't happen in the first season. But then again, my memory's shot. Jack Atlas is a moron. Gonna get it. Gonna put it on. Jack Atlas is a moron. One second. Live screen. Here we go. Jack Atlas is a moron. Man, I wish like the last arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds wasn't so crazy. Okay.
What are those little drawings? They're carvings, Jack. The great criminal.
What are those little drawings? They're carvings, Jack.
Dragon came down from above and swept over the land, sealing the forces of evil deep beneath the earth. Like in the dead. Like in the dead. This is the shrine.
Oh, I hope. Okay, if the stream ends, it's because we got copyright. If only the true ending of 5Ds got dubbed. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember they had to find the crest across the digital world. So they didn't have the crest just showing up in their Digivices. I think they're still gonna have to find it though. They didn't have the crest before in the original until they got to the continent. If only the okay, got that. 5D is still the second best series in my opinion, but damn. Jack Atlas, the Seto Kaiba of 5Ds. Man, when Jack tried to be a functional member of society by doing jobs instead of doing it was actually so funny. Man, I don't even remember that. I don't even remember that, Miguel. I don't remember that era of Jack. Man. Nori was confused. Jack was the best character of 5Ds. Definitely. So amazing. He showed back up for Arc 5? Arc 5 was it called? Yeah, Arc 5. Arc 5's manga ending is still wonderful. It's a wonderful ending. You know, Mr. Green, you guys are telling me about the man's jobs, and all I can really remember fun fact. When Miguel said that Jack tried to be a functional member of society by doing actual jobs, I remember the one episode of Dragon Ball where Goku and Piccolo, or Dragon Ball Z, where Goku and Piccolo were trying to get driver's licenses. That was pretty funny. Okay. Thank you for waiting patiently there, Vance. I'm working through it. I'm going through the videos. Going from the bottom up. What's going on in my Pokemon? The Ballad of Hip Hop Goku. Okay. Here we go. Live screen read. Here we go. Oh, okay. Well, this is gonna be great.
The Thunder Monarch, Mobius the Frost Monarch, Destalos the Firestorm Monarch, and the
Okay, I just want to say I like the Monarchs. Like I like the Monarchs in general. I like the card art for them. So it's cool to see them.
Posse's legit with Grand Mog. Thanks to Blue Moon, they combined together.
Do 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 do. Just gotta give it a few moments here, just in case. Can't let the video get or YouTube get me.
Now give it up as the original gangster monster takes the stage. Put your hands together for MC Demi.
Who is this guy? This was Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? Who is he? I don't remember him. Is he in the last season?
Emma. Not bad. True that, Holmes. Next, my Blue Moon takes one card from each side of the field and transforms them. That's right. They get all tricked out and turn into homunculus tokens.
Oh, cool. He has homunculus tokens. That's pretty neat. Second season? Oh, yo, he really... Whoa. I don't even remember this. I thought I watched all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes before things got really dark after the Yu-Bell fusion. Like, there's like the season of Yu-Gi-Oh! That I have the worst memories of is after the Yu-Bell fusion. But before that, I don't even remember this guy. He looks so basic.
Oh no! Serena, don't be hating!
Serena, don't be hated.
T-Bone?
Oh, is this like the Light of Destruction? This is Light of Destruction. What is this? Alright. Well, that was wonderful. Oh, that's a cool visual for Hero Academia. Hero Fest 2020. Look cool. I do want to just show you guys the Hero Fest 2020's thing. I don't want to watch the Tyler sisters. I don't even know who those are. Okay, so I'm just very quickly looking at the picture here. It's just kind of interesting to see who matters in this picture. So this is for the Hero Fest 2020 thingamabob. And from the picture, you can kind of see that the 3 third years that just showed up. Actually, yeah, the 3 third years matter. What's Hero Fest 20? Like, what is Hero Fest actually? Is it like part of Jump Fest? Ah, whatever. If anyone knows, just let me know. But so who matters? So Kirishima, Todoroki, Ida. Well, that makes sense. Suyu, she's next to Izuku. That's wonderful. Ochako, she's next to Bakugo. Nothing's gonna come out of that. We got Nejire. We got Thingamabob, Sun Eater, Ashiro, Invisible Girl, Kaminari, Jiro, and Momo, and then Mirio, of course, and Aizawa. I mean, like, if you were to tell me that these are the Hero Academia characters that matter, I wouldn't argue with you. Oh, poor Tokoyami. Poor Tokoyami that he isn't cool enough to be on this image with everyone else. Poor guy. Oh, wait. Char, did I skip your video? I thought I watched... No, I just don't think I've gotten to Prower's videos yet. Oh, oops. Oh no, Prower, your video is still like a little bit above us. We're still working on the way up. You liked one video was before Hero Thingamajig was posted. Oh yeah, yeah. If it's before, like I'm still working on it. Like I started from the bottom up, Prower. So yours is still on the way. Do 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 do. Just gonna load up the video here. Excellent. That was the Rickroll after all. Okay, so that was totally not the Rickroll, but it was the Rickroll. Thankfully, I verified it before letting it come out. And now, okay, so I'm at Skelly's, and then after Skelly's is Prower. All right, cool. Do 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 do. Oh, good point, Animamus. Good point. I always just like looking at who the I always like looking at trying to figure out who the promotional materials think the main characters are. Okay, what is this? Werewolf. Earth is dying, guys. Oh my god. Oil. An apocalypse is coming, guys. Oh my god. Yo, if for the apocalypse everyone turns into werewolves, that would not be the worst apocalypse we could have ever have had. Oh my god, so edgy. When will you rage, boys and girls? It kind of feels like Sonic, like Werehog or whatever. It kind of feels like Sonic when he was turning into a Werehog. Oh, that's cool. This will probably get me like copyright. This will probably get the stream taken down. That looked cool. Okay, now we got Prower's video here. Vance, can you just confirm? Did you want me to watch the one that's about the rockets? Just confirm, please. Oh yeah, Blurry, I saw. No one told the doggo he was a good boy. Alright. Video is a fan-made creation based on a chapter in the game. Okay, all artwork and animation have been created from scratch. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Puyo Puyo. Alright, cool. This is Prower's video. Don't worry, Blurry. I have short-term memory loss too.
Huh. I sense something strange.
Yo, this looks so slick.
It's nearby. And it's powerful. Who goes there? Expose yourself!
Eh?
What the? It can't be. It's you.
Hey, Shazo.
Ha! I sense a hidden power deep, deep inside you. Give me what's inside you!
You want what?
I want your power.
No thanks.
He's resisting. I shall force myself upon him.
Cheese power.
Stand still while I examine you.
This guy's rubbing me the wrong way.
I would never rub you the wrong way.
The face work is so slick.
What? Please, just don't.
Look, I think there's a misunderstanding here.
Leave me alone. Please go away.
You're not listening to me. I'm only interested in your left hand.
Why?
It's red. How long has it been like that?
Not sure.
You're not sure?
That's what I said.
I want to examine your hand. There's power coming out of you. Now give me your hand.
Oh boy.
I'm looking for a boy with one red eye and one red hand. Have you seen him?
You mean Sid? Why are you looking for him? Are you a violent person?
Of course not. I'll be really gentle with him.
I don't trust you.
Stop acting weird! You got troubles with that book? I'll help you wrestle that book cover to cover. And under the covers, too.
Jesus, guy.
Gee, thanks. That actually helped.
Finally, peace and quiet. Now, which way did Sid go?
I'm not sure I should say.
Why not?
Well, it's just... he was trying to get away from you. Are you bothering him?
Absolutely not. I just want to examine him all over.
Right, right.
Okay. Wait, what?
Here, fishy fishy, I won't hurt you.
Huh? I won't hurt you. Who says that? Potential creepers! That's who!
Big asked me to stop you. He said you were chasing him.
What?
He wants me to protect him from you. I've never seen him so scared. You're a bad man!
Ha! Is that what you think? I just want to ask Sid for his hand.
In marriage.
What?
This guy's weird.
Oh, oops.
You have it all wrong. There's just something inside him I can't resist.
Might you care for a lollipop?
I might not care for a lollipop.
Now, that's not how you win friends. I should insert some manners into this conversation.
Insert whatever you like. Finally, I've got you all to myself.
I can't believe you came.
I told you I'd come for you. Now let me see your hand.
No thanks. Guess we should battle?
Huh? I'm surprised. You aren't running away from me?
Guess not.
Ha! In that case, the hunt is over. Your power will be mine, and our story will have its climax. Brace yourself for the climax.
Excellent. That was wonderful.
You son of...
That was like a hardcore wonderful... This was amazing. That was good. That was good, Prower. That was really good, man. Is Sarge still here? Just because like he has a Weeaboo cringe compilation and I don't know if I want to watch it. Oh, I think maybe I already watched it last week. I feel like I already did. Oh, good. Scully's just saying, just don't. All right. Let me just read what you guys were saying. You know those VAs had so much fun, and there's plenty of more great humor from that game. Yeah, that's what I'm pretty much wondering, because like they were saying it's Poyo Poyo, right? Like when you look at the beginning here, like that seems really interesting. Like that definitely made me interested in checking out what this was based on, 100%.
Checking out the only game that allows you to.
Okay, so we are doing a gray video, and because it is a gray video, we are gonna go at double the speed, because that'll be okay, because gray talks slow. Oh, Tiandre saying, "Show me your attendance."
Experience an infinite amount of pain.
Puyo Puyo Tetris for the Switch. Okay, thank you, Power. For the Switch, I'll check it out.
It's Break Me Totally. Or Digital Agony. Break Me Totally is a game that's about breaking stick figures, but I enjoy breaking the game more. We've already found 2 different ways to basically completely circumvent the entire purpose of the game. I have been told once again in cryptic language that you can completely break the game on pinball. So we're going to open this and see what horrors we can do. The only thing I have to do is buy one of these damn turrets. I want to know what they do. I love it when people give me suggestions in this game on Twitter, because they don't actually give suggestions. They leave breadcrumbs like Hansel and Gretel, except instead of bringing me to a Campbell lady, it brings me to masochism. That's fine though. Zombie, you know what to do. You know what we haven't bought? Manual handling mode. And with 10,000 more hours of psychotherapy. I wish I'd never asked. See, the best part about the saws is they clean up all the arrows. Ow. This was a fantastic idea. Wow, my own forearm just hit me in the balls. Let's go, James Yeetus, to infinity. And okay, we got the infinity part, just not the beyond part. No, this is unusual. The rocket is slowly dragging my body across the stage. Oh! Okay. Whatever meteorite did that, congratulations.
What's the point of the game? It's just to get killed? Not relevant at all, but Nordy is spelled backward. It's iron. Oh my gosh.
You've just won the Marksman of the Year award. You better make me proud. If there's one thing I know about bombs, it's that you want to run into them as fast as possible. Well, I would say that the bombs were pretty awesome, but I'm not really sure because my head is missing. I have a plan. Okay, these are really good. I need to not get knocked past them. How about if I put this there? I just gotta get over the wall. There we go. Alright, the range is kind of limited. I mean, I guess we'll just make them all bombs. Being stuck in between all these bombs, I'm not gonna lie, it's absolutely amazing. Oh, God. Yes, I'm caught between 2 bombs. It's glorious. What are you doing? Keep shooting. But that was a certain amount of ammo. What about you? Let me see how well the rocket plate can take a bomb. Not too good. It's always a fun experience trying to figure out which part of me is the part that counts.
Huh.
I think I just teabagged part of my own bike. Wow, that's the first time I think I've ever been intercepted by my own vehicle in midair. This is the one piece of me that's left. It's trying to spew blood across the entirety of the world as far as possible. I'm not gonna lie, that last board is a hell of a lot of points. What in the hell? Oh, this is interesting. I've left the atmosphere. That's nice. Could be the first zombie limb on Mars. I have no idea where the hell the ground is. There it is. I think I'm over the wall. I don't even know at this point. That's a new record.
What
that
even?
Was a fantastic shot on my one single piece of limb. Oh,
what even is this, man?
The one half of me that got ripped from the other half of me almost rejoined. I'm like a zombie transformer. Spider-Man's over here. Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself. Oh, the rocket is in my ass. Did I just spear an arrow? Finally, it tastes its own medicine. How does it feel, you bastard? I forgot that there's a ceiling in this. I'm trying to get hit by as many arrows as humanly possible. I'm trying to like grab onto the rocket. I almost had it. I'm just screwing around trying to jump just as I leave the ramp area. Wait for it, wait for it. Now. Right there. He almost gets it. I have 2 points. I feel like opening something up. I think we're going to play some.
I like that you can see the bones of the character when he gets hit. I like that. I'm getting happy real fast. Oh. Yo, good luck, Mr. Green. Do your best, Mr. Green. I believe in you, Mr. Green. Get the green, Mr. Green.
I'm not going to lie. I really hope that all of those little green things have the same elastic stupidity that the one giant thing has on the other board. They do! Oh, I have some ideas on this board. Definitely want steam. I won't let you go, Rocket! Never mind! Oh, Jesus, the freaking rocket attacked me! Yes, the steam's working perfectly! Keep this going. Look, my little giblet is still flying around. This is airtime, baby! Okay, not bad. I feel like we can do better, though. Let me try the rocket car for this. Not like this, though, like this. This is obviously the best way to drive a rocket car. Okay, so the big thing here is to get blasted into a million pieces for sure. Oh, we're pingballing now, baby. It's like zombie parkour, only a lot sadder. Part of the freaking thing is caught here. I'm stuck between this. That's amazing. Yes, screw you, game. Now I get to repeatedly flush my own crunch into my mouth. So, I told you we were gonna find a way. I never thought that I would slowly have my groin ripped in half by part of my motorbike in order to get an infinite combo, though. I will ride the motorized bull longer than any zombie that ever was. I'm getting a couple of points. I could probably just go to sleep and come back tomorrow and have like a billion points. I had to just restart because I couldn't die. I literally found a way to have infinite torment once again. Actually, I'm gonna try something different here. I'm gonna put saws down here. Okay, this is the best possible option right here. Only a tiny piece of me is left. Damn it. Go, my son! I like that the last thing left of my zombie is his pelvis. Like Batman, I will climb out, really. I'd like to stop eating the saw now, please. So, I found another way to break the game. I'm just infinitely holding on to this bike while it very slowly creeps along the ground forever. I got filled with so many arrows that I'm stuck to the wall. Okay, I might have an idea. I need as much ammo flying at my character as possible, so I'm gonna use these brick walls and the rocket car. Alright, now as the brick walls get hit by like flying debris and stuff, they should start breaking and flying all over the board. All I ended up doing was using them as a bed. You're sucking at your mission bricks. I can't believe I managed to do this twice in one playthrough. I've gotta let it go because I want to see what the damn airtime is. Like, there has to be a way. I'm not gonna lie, my ass is so sore right now. Oh, maybe the wheel can hit me. It's still flying around. Oh, it's so close. Come here, wheel. Come here. Come here, buddy. Oh, no, damn it, you're so close.
3 hours later.
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, that cannon is pointed in a very precarious place. You know you and cannon trust each other a lot when you can rest your balls on its opening. I've been violated
That's
by
true.
my rocket. I just got violated by my own head. Okay, now we're getting a little bit too close. This cannon's over here. It's halfway on my ass. It's like, oh, you have a large prostate. Very unusual. I feel like it's time to buy more props. I don't know what the rocket turret is, but it sounds amazing. I think this would go fantastically in this sport. What could go wrong? I will lead with my groin. I already lost 30% of my body. That's not good. Ow. Okay. All right. I guess there's a lot more rockets than there were originally. The friggin' grenades. God, these rockets are like little snipers. Oh, they actually are homing rockets. Well, this is a great start because all that's left of my entire body is this one single piece, and we're catching more and more air each time we hit the balls. It's gonna be a new record. It's gotta be. We haven't even gotten to the rockets yet. Okay, I've been falling for a while now. Yes, rockets. Thrust me upward, my friends. Okay, not bad. Yay. I'm actually stuck inside of the motorcycle. There we go. I freed myself. It's fine. Only half my body is stuck on it now. Oh, that's not good. That's right, my Tripl-L. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. All right, we need more points because we have to open up at least one more stage. Okay, Saws is almost there. We almost have enough points, but I want to see how these rockets do against this particular stage. Because you get 3 of them. I can't see anything going wrong here. Okay, a lot of things have gone wrong here. A lot of things. Okay, the best part about the rockets is they provide like tons of extra thrust for your body parts. How far does this floor go? Out of every place I could have landed, I just fell like 3 miles. And what the hell? And I landed on this tiny little pedestal. Higher, damn it, higher. That right there, I think, is truly the fastest I have ever hit that bounce wall. If there was some sort of end to this board, some sort of limitation, you would figure that this would find it. Okay, we're opening up Saw. Seems like a barrel of laughs. I can't imagine. What, oh, this is a lot thinner than I thought it was originally. No wonder they don't allow you to have any props in here. God damn. Oh, still one. Well, you know, still a couple pieces. How well does the rocket car hold up against the Saws? You know what? Pretty good. Okay, the Saws isn't that good, but I kind of want to see if I can gain speed and then hit the rocket turrets. Oh, damn. Maybe a bigger zombie will make a difference. God, the time I'm barely moving him on it. Ow, ow, ow. This is not comfortable. This rocket is going places that no inanimate objects should go. All right, I'm fine. Everything. Ow. Are you done? You guys done now? Okay. You know what sounds like a great idea? Arrows and rockets. Okay. Well, that gets you a lot of points very, very quickly. Ow. Okay, that's a lot of rockets. Oh my god! It's a new record! Come on, yes! My one tibia made it back up to the starting area. Okay, I don't... Ow. Not the quintuple rockets! Had to get that last one up the rectum too, huh? I am penetrating the cannon.
Did it really get hit?
Change the directions of the rockets, A, in the editor. All right, just kind of put like 100 of these over here. Now I just need these lining the entire board. Seriously, I'm not actually going to have a real floor. It's just going to be these. We haven't used the editor in a while, so I figured, what the hell. This is actually called rocket rectum, this board here, because you're essentially going to get thrust down the colon of this level. There we go. Yeah, we don't need floors where we're going. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're almost at the rectum.
Yeah. I'm more just taken away by the game itself.
This is the best. This isn't bad, but I need to try something. Whoa! Real quick. Okay, now can I put like an infinite amount of extra ammo in here? If I put it like this, it should break too and hit the ground. I don't want to use the saws because that's too common. I want to try and have a ton of stuff just flying around. See, there's a blockage in the rectum here.
I'm very interested in the game.
Starting to bounce. Let's do this.
Just like out of like how it works.
When you don't eat enough fiber. It takes a little while. Things are starting to get out of hand. Well, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of Break Me Totally. Until next time, stay foxy, much love.
I mean, that was interesting. Oh man, I'm glad I was able to get through that at double the speed though. But that looks like a I don't know if I'd play the game, but that just seemed like it'd be interesting just to see, like, it's a novelty kind of game, right? Like it's just like a time waster. That was interesting. I don't think he broke the game though, but thank you, Vance. I mean, like, I'm always just surprised that the kind of games that get made is pretty much where I come out of it. I'm very surprised that those type of games get made in the first place. Play PUBG? Wait, who's saying that? Oh, that's a new person. Hey, Joseph. So we're gonna see this. Okay, we're gonna just very quickly go over here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Alright, let's see. Oh wait, we have to put that to a smaller rate here. Oh, Tiandra said my dream game is a mix of Breath of the Wild, Ark Survival Involved, and Fantasy Animals. What's Fantasy Animals? I've never heard of that one. Oh, I think I've seen this.
Bowser sits down, Koopa Link's rapping for Strand. Sonic jumps high, Pac-Man eats ice head and fights. Amputated right hands, dodge huge Josh, Little Mac on steroids, other beach soccer me.
Okay, I think I do need it to be at 1 point, just normal speed. I can't deal with it. I hope I don't get copyright struck for the footage. Oh, Prower, I was gonna end it like after watching one more of Blurry's video. Like I'm pretty close here, cause like it's pretty late for me. I didn't think I was gonna be going this late.
Light creepy trees, I make Wario air swim, side B to victory. This tops twirly, cook some chicken. It's alive! Angry glare, giant fist bump nest jumps to first. Deku stick, please the lady who got nerfed. Buff blue-haired men hear some mean words and then buff blue Pokemon can get sure you can't. Colors leap into a rainbow of splat. Castlevania punch, give his face a whack. Dodgy Samus floaty.
Oh, gotcha, Tiandra.
Shield down, stick slashy sassy. Do you need a hand? Hyrule timeline paradox needle snipe. Happy explode chaotic 6-player fight. Throwaway coffin Pika just stands and stares. Thunder guides us into a world consuming let's win.
Beautiful. Freaking beautiful. Guys, you know, after like thinking about Breath of the Wild, I think I'm going to play Breath of the Wild tomorrow. I think I'll just start like a new file and we'll just play Breath of the Wild. Maybe. Okay. So let me just think. Let me just think about the potential problems here. I need to see how this music's going to go. This might be question Splatoon. Oh, I don't have Splatoon. I like my only Splatoon copy is for the Wii U, so I don't have it for the Switch. So I would like to play Splatoon, but I don't have it for the Switch just yet. Okay. Just give it a second, guys, because like 9 seconds of uninterrupted music is easily identifiable. We're going to end the stream like as soon as it's over, and I'm going to delete the stream video as soon as it's over too. Just because music is usually the thing that they catch.
He probably went during a period, which explains the blood stains on the floor. ADMC doesn't look gay for once. What the hell is up with that outfit? Digibro is having a stroke right now. Watch out guys, she's only 15.
Oh, she's only 15? That's a surprise. This isn't as clever as the last one. Not as clever, but it got better as it went on, I think. Oh, 2 understandables. Okay. Dream game mix of Breath of the Wild, Ark Survival Evolved. Okay, we got that. You didn't know. Yeah, no, I didn't know. I didn't care that much for part 5 of JoJo, so I didn't bother watching it all too much. So I didn't know she was 15. Any hoosers. Persona. Persona was the best part, definitely. Okay. So that's the end of that. We're gonna call it there. Tomorrow I will hook up the Wii U and we'll be playing Breath of the Wild Wii U. I haven't done all the shrines on my first file, but I think it'll just be worthwhile to do like one full run through of the game. That'll be fun. And like, oh, but the beginning part of Breath of the Wild is just the most tedious part. Oh, whatever. We'll do Breath of the Wild. But yeah, that's what we'll do tomorrow. Tiandre has yet to watch JoJo. Tiandre, I really liked I liked part 2 a lot. I liked part 2 quite a lot. And then I like part 4. But yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, thanks for watching videos with me. And I hope you had fun. I hope this was good enough for you guys. And Breath of the Wild. You could try speedrunning strats. Yeah. I mean, I could. But yeah, okay, so good night to Animamus, good night to Blurry, good night to Random, good night to Nuri, good night to Skelly, Miguel, Prower, Tiandre, Joseph was here, Vance was here, Mr. Green was here, but he's probably gone as well. Yeah, guys, so to the 12, 13 people watching, thanks for being here, and have a good night. And Random, I'll watch the Slime OVA, so we'll talk about it tomorrow. And yeah, everyone, thank you so much. So ending the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a great night or day, everybody.